Good morning, everyone. Today we will read about a poem, The Solitary Reaper, written by William Wordsworth. We all know William Wordsworth is an 18th century poet, and he loves writing about nature, about our common people, about ordinary peoples, and he is amusing in nature. He feels entertaining, he feels a good company with nature. ପିଲାମାନେ ଆମେ ମାନେ ଆଜି କ'ଣ ପଢ଼ିବା ସଲିଟାରୀ ରିପର ହେଉଛି ୱିଲିୟମ୍ ୱାର୍ଡସୱାର୍ଥ, ଯିଏକି 18th ସେଞ୍ଚୁରୀର ଜଣେ ପୋଏଟ୍ ଥିଲେ। ସେ କ'ଣ କରୁଥିଲେ, ସେ ନେଚର ବିଷୟରେ ଲେଖୁଥିଲେ, ସାଧାରଣ ଲୋକଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଲେଖୁଥିଲେ, ଆଉ ଆମର ସେଇ ନେଚର ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବଞ୍ଚିବା ପାଇଁ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଥିଲା। ତ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ଅଲ୍ ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରିବି, ଏଇ ପୋଏମ୍ଟାକୁ ରିଡ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିବି, ତମେମାନେ ବି ମୋ ସହ ପଢ଼ିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି। ତାପରେ ଆମେ with a beat, total analysis, we will do that. First of all, I will read it out and you have to do with me. The first, I am starting The Solitary Reaper. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to weary bands of travellers in some shady hunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling never was heard in spring time from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of siege among the farthest hybrids. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow for old, unhappy, far off things, and battles long ago? Or is it some more humble lay, familiar matter of today, some natural sorrows, loss and pain that has been and may be again? Whatever the theme, the maiden sang as if her song could have no ending. I saw her singing at her work and over the sickle bending. I listened motionless and still, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. So, try to read it out 2 times at home alone and try to do the perfection in your pronunciation. So first of all, I will say that this is a poem when Wordsworth went to Scotland with his sister and saw that one girl who is reaping the harvest, reaping the grain and singing a song, but the song was not totally audible to the poet. And at that time, the poet tried to understand the poem, the rhyme, the rhythm of her song, but he couldn't. But the fact is, the poet, means Wordsworth, got attached to the song, attached to the music, to the rhythm, and he felt that maybe the girl wasn't sad, in melancholy, in solitude. That's why she was singing a very melancholical and sorrowful and mournful song, and maybe that is about the Highland slash. ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଠି ଆମେ କ'ଣ ଦେଖିଲେ ଯେ ଏଇ କବିତାଟା କେତେବେଳେ ଲେଖାଯାଇଥିଲା, ଗୋଟେ ଟାଇମ୍ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ୱାର୍ଡସୱାର୍ଥ ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ଭଉଣୀ ସ୍କଟଲାଣ୍ଡ ଯାଇଥିଲେ ବୁଲିବା ପାଇଁ, ଆଉ ସେଇଠୁ ଫେରିବା ବେଳେ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ରାସ୍ତା ପାଖ ଜମିରେ ଗୋଟେ ଝିଅଟେ ଯିଏକି କ'ଣ କରୁଛି, ତାର କ'ଣ କରୁଛି, ଘାସ ଏଇ ଆମର ଧାନ କାଟୁଛି, ଆଉ କ'ଣ କରୁଛି, ଗୀତଟେ ଗାଉଛି। କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଗୀତଟା ରାସ୍ତାକୁ ପୁରା କ୍ଲିଅରଲି ଶୁଭୁନି, ତାର ଖାଲି ଗୁଣଗୁଣ ଶବ୍ଦଟା, ତାର ରିଦମ୍ଟା, ତାର ବଜିଂ, ଏଇସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ, ତ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେନ୍ଟା, ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଶୁଭୁଛି। किंतु से गीतर पूरा लिरिक्स पूरा साउंड सेटा शुभु नाही जहाँ फल कि किंतु से गीतर रिदमटा कौन है जे आमर जो राइटर वर्ड्सवर्थ को मनरे पूरा सबुदिन छंदी होकर रहीगला। वर्ड्सवर्थ से समय कौन कले बुझापी चेष्टा कले शुणा चेष्टा कले से गीतर शब्दटा को किंतु से शुणी पारे ना तो कौन है से जिनसटा माइंड रे रहीगला आ तापर से ए कविताटा को लिखिछंती। वर्ड्सवर्थ कहते पोएट्री इज समथिंग व्हिच इज कलेक्टेड in a tranquility mode. For him poetry is the spontaneous overflow of feelings and emotions arising from the emotions recollected in tranquility. माने कौन spontaneous overflow, spontaneous माने आपे आपे, spontaneous overflow जो जिनसटा आमे केबे गोटे बसी देखिथिलु अजाणतर रही जाइछि किंतु हठात आमे बसीचु सेही कथाटा आम माइंड को आसिला आ ता विषय रे आम मनर जो फीलिंग्स जो इमोशन जो भावना जो मूड से सब जिनसटा को बाहरी आछि सेटा को नेकी आमे कोन करछु गोटे कविता लिखि पकोछु वी राइट अ पोएम। सो नाउ वी विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस पोएम with details. So read with me. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the well profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to weary bands of travellers in some shady haunt among Arabian saints. So first of all, alone. Alone means what? When no one is with us आम सांगरे कहीं नाही आमे alone बट दीटा शब्द अच्छी alone और lonely तो alone और lonely भितर फरक कौन alone माने आमे एमती अच्छु एका अच्छु आम चारि पाखरे कहीं नाहंती कथावार्ता करिया पाई नाहंती सेति पाई आमे कोन करछु गीत गाइबार सहारा नौछु किबा किछि गोटे मने पकई कि ताकू बुझिया पाई चेष्टा करछु बट lonely is the word which is used for describing the situation when everyone is around you तो मो चारि पाखे समस्त अछंती बट स्टिल यू आर फीलिंग अलोन तमे सेते बेले भी निजको एकुटिया फील करछो दैट इज कॉल्ड लोनली। अलोन और लोनली दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अलोन और लोनली। अलोन मीन्स to stay alone, no one is here and I am alone, but when everyone is around you and you are feeling lonely, you are feeling alone, you are only one and no one is with you, and that feeling is called lonely. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Sings means you all of you know we sing, we dance, we whatever with the music. गुणगुण हवा गाइबा गीत गाइबा and melancholy strain. What is the meaning of melancholy? Melancholy means sorrow, sad, alone, so mournful, एकुटिया माने दुख रे थिबा. strain means गीतर गुणगुण गीतर संगीतर जो सुमधुर धारटा सेटा को strain कहिबा. The rhythm, melancholy rhythm. Grain means you all know the wheat, the rice. These are the grains. माने कौन शस्य. Strains माने melancholy strain माने गीतर दुखपूर्ण जो गुणगुण शब्दटा सेटा कौन होची आसिकी पहुंची. Oh listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. Vale means it is a valley. The girl was cutting the grain in the valley. Valley means the area of the hill. माने कौन थे सो पहाड़ तले तले जो जागा उड़ा को थे नी ताको हमें कौन को valley को भेल profound means deep, deepness. माने से कहू छथि जे जैसे झियोटार गुण शब्दटा सारा से हिल एरिया रो सबु जागा को एते मात्रा रे एते गभीर मात्रा रे कवर कर दैछि जे समस्त सेथिरे ही हजि जाइछन. नो नाइटिंगेल देखो पिक्चर देखौछि नाइटिंगेल गोटे चढ़ई जे सब बेले गीत गाउ थाए. नो नाइटिंगेल डिड एवर चैंट. चैंट मीन्स टू बज, टू हम गुणगुणैबा, टू बज, टू चैंट. more welcome notes to weary bends and whatever. When bends, you can see the pictures and bends. Weary means tired. Tired. When someone is tired and is saying that no, we can do this, we can do this, but still they have to sing a welcome song and they are singing. ଜଣେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ବାଲା ଦିନ ସାରା ବଜେଇ ଥକି ଯାଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଡାକା ଯାଉଛି ଯେ କ'ଣ କରିବ ଚାଲ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ୱେଲକମ୍ ସଙ୍ଗ ଚିୟରଫୁଲି ଗାଇବ, ଖୁସି ହେଇକି ଗାଇବ. Is it possible to do? And that's the way the girl was singing a mournful song. And the nightingale, the କୋକିଳ ବି ଯେଉଁ ଗୀତ ଗାଇବାର ପକ୍ଷୀ ଯିଏ ସିଏ ବି କେବେ ଏତେ ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଗୀତ ଗାଇ ନାହିଁ. More welcome notes to weary bands of travelers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands. Travelers means we all know we go somewhere and travel journey. Hunt means we will go and wander here and there without any ambitions. କିଛି କାରଣ ନାହିଁ ଆମେ ଇଆଡ଼େ ସିଆଡ଼େ ବୁଲୁଛୁ, ସେଇଟାକୁ ଆମେ ହଣ୍ଟ କହୁ. ଓକେ. ଆଣ୍ଡ ସେଡି ମିନ୍ସ ସେଡ୍ ମାନେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ ଛାଇରୁ ସେଡ୍ରୁ ସେଡି ମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ଆରବିଆନ ଉପକୂଳରେ ଯେଉଁ ସବୁ ବାଲି ଜାଗାରେ ଯେଉଁ ସବୁ ଛାଇରେ ବସିବା ପାଇଁ ଟ୍ରାଭେଲର୍ସ ମାନେ ବି ଥକି ବସି ପଡ଼ିଛନ୍ତି. ବ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ବାଲା ଥକି ଯାଇକି ତାର କାମ କରୁନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ନାଇଟିଙ୍ଗେଲ୍ ବି ସେମିତି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଗୀତ ଗାଇନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇ ଝିଅଟାର ଗୀତ ମୋତେ ଏତେ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ଯେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ପାରିବିନି. ଏ ଭଏସ୍ ସୋ ଥ୍ରିଲିଂ ନେଭର ୱାଜ୍ ହର୍ଡ in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of siege among the farthest habitats. Very good. Voice of thrilling. Thrilling means what kind of thrilling? देखो ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ we are feeling like cry, ଆମକୁ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହେଉଛି ଆମେ କାନ୍ଦିବୁ. we are feeling like ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଟପ୍ ହେଇଗଲି, ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ହାଏଷ୍ଟ ମାର୍କ ରଖିଦେଲି, ତ we are feeling like क्या ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ଚିଲେଇବି, ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ପାଟି କରିବି, ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ହସିବି ବା କାନ୍ଦିବି, କିନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ଟ ଗାଳି ଦେଲେ ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ଡରିଗଲି. ସେଇ ଫିଲିଙ୍ଗସଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯେ ସେଇ ଥ୍ରିଲିଂ ବହୁତ ମାନେ କ'ଣ ବହୁତ ସାରା ଇମୋସନ୍ ଆମ ଗଳାରେ ଭର୍ତ୍ତି ହେଇକି ଅଛି, ଆମେ କଷ୍ଟ ପାଉଛୁ, ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଅଛୁ କିମ୍ବା ଯାହା ବି, ସେଇ ଥ୍ରିଲିଂଟାକୁ ନେଇକି ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଗୀତ ମୁଁ ଜୀବନରେ କେବେ ଶୁଣି ନଥିଲି. ଆଉ ଏମିତି ବୋଧେ ଗୀତ କୁକ ମାନେ କ'ଣ ରେ କୋଇଲି, କୁକ ମାନେ କୋଇଲି, ସେ କୋଇଲି ବି ବୋଧେ ଏମିତି କେବେ ଗୋଟେ ଗୀତ ଗାଇ ନଥିବ. ବ୍ରେକିଂ ଦ ସାଇଲେନ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ସିଜ୍, ସମୁଦ୍ର ବି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଶାନ୍ତ ପଡ଼ିଯାଇଛି. ବ୍ରେକିଂ ମିନ୍ସ ଟୁ ବ୍ରେକ୍, ଭାଙ୍ଗିଦେବା. ଗୋଟେ ଚକ୍ ଅଛି, ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଧରିଲି ଟକିନା ଭାଙ୍ଗିଦେଲି. ଆଇ ବ୍ରୋକ୍ ଦ ଚକ୍. ବ୍ରେକିଂ ଦ ସାଇଲେନ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ସିଜ୍ among the farthest habitats means on island. ଦେଖ ପିକ୍ଚର ଦେଖ, ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଲାଣ୍ଡ ଦେଇଛି, ତାର ପିକ୍ଚରଟା ସେଇଠି ସେଇ ଦୂରକୁ ବି ସେଇ ଶବ୍ଦଟା ଶୁଭୁଛି. ଆଉ କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି, ସମୁଦ୍ର ଯେଉଁ ଶାନ୍ତ ପଡ଼ିଯାଇଛି ସେଇଠି ବି ଯାଇକି ସେ ଶବ୍ଦଟା ଗୁଣ ହେଇକି ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଉଛି. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow for old unhappy far off things and battles long ago. Will no one tell me? I know no one is going to say me she is singing this, she is singing that, and no one is going to say this, maybe it is mournful song, it is a happy song, it is a romantic song, but I can feel that it is a mournful song. A person who is hurted by his heart, a person who is hurted by her mind and emotion, and she is singing the song. ସେ କହୁଛି ପଏଟ୍ କ'ଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ଯେ ମୋତେ ଏଇ ସଙ୍ଗ୍ର ମାନେ, ଏଇ ସଙ୍ଗ୍ରେ ଥିମ୍ କ'ଣ ଅଛି, ୟାର ମୂଳ ଅର୍ଥ କ'ଣ ମୋତେ କେହି ବୁଝେଇ ପାରିବେନି, ବଟ୍ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଆଇ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଫିଲ୍, ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ଫିଲ୍ କରିପାରୁଛି ଯେ someone is about the plaintive numbers of love when someone is a very broken inside. सब बहुत सारा दुख ଭିତରେ ଭର୍ତ୍ତି ହେଇକି ରହିଛି, ବହୁତ ସାରା ସଲିଟ୍ୟୁଡ୍, ଏକୁଟିଆପଣ ରହିଯାଇଛି ଭିତରେ, ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କଠୁ ଏକା ହେଇଯାଇଛି. ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଯେଉଁ ଫ୍ଲୋଟା, ଯେଉଁ ଗୀତଟା ବାହାରୁଛି ସେଇଟାକୁ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛି. ଫର୍ ଓଲ୍ଡ ଅନହ୍ୟାପି ଫାର୍ ଅଫ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ବ୍ୟାଟଲ୍ସ ଲଙ୍ଗ୍ ଏଗୋ. ହୁଏତ ତାର କାରଣଟା କ'ଣ ହେଇପାରିଛି, ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁ ପୁରୁଣା ସ୍ମୃତି, ପୁରୁଣା ଦୁଃଖ, ପୁରୁଣା କଷ୍ଟ, ସେସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ, କିମ୍ବା ବହୁତ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଯେଉଁ ଯୁଦ୍ଧରେ କାହାକୁ ହରେଇଥିବାର ଦୁଃଖ, ସେସବୁ ଜିନିଷ. ବ୍ୟାଟଲ୍ସ ମିନ୍ସ ୟୁ ନୋ ଅଲ୍ ୱେଲ୍, ବ୍ୟାଟଲ୍ସ ମିନ୍ସ ୱାର୍, ଅନହ୍ୟାପି ମିନ୍ସ ନଟ୍ ହ୍ୟାପି, ଦୁଃଖୀ ହବା. ଓକେ, Or is it some more humble lay, familiar matter to today? Some natural sorrow, loss of pain that has been and maybe again? Or is it some more humble lay, familiar matter of today? Kiba, it can be a humble. Humble means what? A request. Humble lay. It can be a request to some natural sorrow, loss or pain that has been and maybe again. ସେ କହୁଛି ଯେ କ'ଣ କହୁଛି ଯେ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାକୃତିକ ଲସ୍ ହେଇପାରେ କିମ୍ବା ମେବି ଇଟ୍ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଟର୍ନ ଇଣ୍ଟୁ ଅ ଗେନ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିୟର ମ୍ୟାଟର ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଆ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିୟର ହଁ ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ହେଲା ସମସ୍ତେ ମରିଗଲେ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଆମ ପାଇଁ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଅ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିୟର ମ୍ୟାଟର ଫର୍ ଅସ୍ ବଟ୍ the person who is died he is also a relative of someone ସେ ବି କାହାର ଗୋଟେ relatives କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ଚିହ୍ନା ଜଣା ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କର ଦୁଃଖଟା ହୁଏତ ଆମେ ବୁଝି ନ ପାରିବା whatever the theme maiden sang as if her song could have no ending I saw her singing at her works and over the sickle bending. First of all, whatever the theme, the poet is saying that I didn't understand what is she singing, what is she is singing. But the thing is, no one can stop her. She is singing and singing. No one is going to stop her, and no, she will not stop by herself. She will sing until her works are completed. Okay, she will sing, and the thing is, the matter is, she was singing continuously while she was doing her work. She was enjoying her work, but she was also remembering her old age, her solitude, her melancholy, and her sorrowness. And over the sickle bending. Sickle means you all know we use it during the rice harvesting. Sickle bending. And I listened motionless and still, and I was mounted up the hill. The music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. I still marking her, I was still continuing her to listen, and till I was on the top of the hill, I didn't stop listening her and thinking, what is she singing, and what can be the thing, what is the sorrow inside her heart, and why is she so mournful that the rhythm, her song, her strain are so attached to my heart. ସେ କ'ଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଯେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେଇ ପାହାଡ଼ ଧାରେ ଧାରେ ଆସିକି ପାହାଡ଼ର ଉପର ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ନ ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଇଛି, ଯେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମୋତେ ସେଇ ଗୀତଟା ନ ଶୁଭୁଥିଲା, ସେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଥିଲି ଯେ କେମିତି ଏତେ ଦୁଃଖ ନେଇକି ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ ଏତେ ଭଲ ଗୀତ ଗାଇପାରୁଛି, କାହିଁକି ଏଇ ଗୀତଟା କ'ଣ ହେଇପାରେ, ଏଇ ଗୀତଟା କ'ଣ ହେଇପାରେ ଯାହାକି ଏତେ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଲାଗୁଛି, ଏତେ ମୋ ମନକୁ ଛୁଉଁଛି. ଦେଖ ପିଲାମାନେ, ୱାର୍ଡସୱାର୍ଡ ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଏଇ ପୋଏମରେ କ'ଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, poet କ'ଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, the speaker tries and fails to understand the song he heard from the young women reaping grains. It is a poem about music and poetry, through which the poet is saying that whatever we see, whatever we watch, whatever we feel, sometime, someday, it comes throughout our words, throughout our music, and throughout our emotions and feelings. And the poem suggests the ability, sometimes what happens, the art, what we feel, it sometimes transcends the cultural boundaries and even language itself. And sometimes it happens, the poem, whatever we sing, whatever may be the concrete, the material, ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ ନେଇକି ଆମେ ଗାଉଛୁ ସେଇଟା ଆମ ପାଖରେ ନଥାଇପାରେ, ଆମ ସାମ୍ନାରେ ନଥାଇପାରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ଗୀତଟା ଥ୍ରୋରେ ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରୁ, ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ ପାଖାପାଖି ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଉ. ବୁଝିହେଲା? I hope you all have understood it well. I have given you the difficult words, the themes and questions. No, we will discuss the question in the next class. I hope you will do well. And it is the another thing is, first let's look at the poem. Rhyming scheme means pronounce the last word of each line. When the grain, strain, profound sound, look, grain and strain are same, it is A. Then B, chunt, C, D, C, D. A A B B C D C D. Or it can be C A B A B C C D D. The rhyming scheme of the poem is A B A B C D C C D D. It is a post lyrical ballad. Lyrical ballad, you will know these things about in a higher class, but for today we will sum it up. Please read it out at home and please write the difficult words. Try to make sentences out of it. I hope you will love the video and you will be able to understand the poem, the